We now move to early 2007. Microsoft releases its new Windows Vista operating system. Windows Vista was completely new to XP, and it had an interesting back history. First of all, you have to look to May 2001 to see where Vista began. This was codenamed Longhorn, and Longhorn was supposed to be the intermediate operating system between Windows XP and the new features in what would be Blackcomb, which is Windows Vista at the time. And so they were developing it, and Longhorn looked pretty good. It looked really nice. But they started adding more and more features that were supposed to be in the Blackcomb release, and it got so bloated that in 2004 they went ahead and scrapped the old Longhorn project and just started off fresh with the Server 2003 code with Windows Vista. And this would be one of the many downfalls of Vista, was that it was truly rushed. And there were a lot of really cool features in Longhorn that were removed, such as the WinFS. And WinFS was supposed to be an add-on file system to NTFS, faster file grabbing and all of that. So let's go ahead and see what's new in Windows Vista. What's new? We have the new Windows Arrow theme, which makes all of the Windows Explorer windows, and it looks really nice. It's new, it's completely different from anything they've had before. We've got the new instant search, where basically you open up the start menu and just start typing, and then you can open up a program or something. We see Windows Sidebar, which we have a clock and some other stuff on the right hand side of the desktop. We have Windows Media Player 11, so that was nice. We have Windows Mail, which is a separate program. They went ahead and killed off Outlook Express. Got the new Windows Calendar app, again cutting Outlook Express. Got the new Windows DVD Maker, so you could author your own DVDs if you want to do that. We got the Windows Media Center, which is included into the operating system. And Windows Update. Windows Update became its own program, so no more going to a website. You can get it right from the program. And we saw speech recognition finally being implemented into Vista. And Windows Vista was a fully 64-bit compatible operating system, like Windows XP, but the difference is many people adopted it because there were drivers and there were programs, and memory cost a lot less a few years later, so people were able to use it. So that's nice. We also see some security improvements. The most noticeable one was the user access, or user account control, UAC, which was basically a component from say a HIPS program, but put into Windows. And as we all know, HIPS programs are not for your average user, because anything you run, you'll have a confirm or deny window. So most people like me, or like anybody, they just turn that shit off, because they don't want to mess with it. And the main problems of Vista, some of the big problems was that it was slow. It had very high system requirements. You needed at least a gig of RAM and a updated graphics card to be able to run the Arrow desktop. The problem is many OEMs, as soon as Vista came out, they loaded it onto machines that were not able to run Vista at all. So, a lot of people were upset about that. UAC was another major problem. Drivers not being supported. Because Longhorn got cut, the hardware developers had to make new drivers for this new Vista thing. And it came in a few styles, or not styles, it came in a few editions. We have Home Basic, Home Premium, Professional, Enterprise, and then Ultimate. And Ultimate had some extra games and stuff. And let's go ahead and have a look at Windows Vista while we still can. Much time. Alright, so here is the Vista desktop. As you can see, it looks pretty new. We've got the sidebar thing here. We've got new icons that highlight when you mouse over them. We also see a new taskbar, so it's all translucent and stuff. Got new icons here. Got a new start button. It's an orb. Now it just says start. And let's go ahead and have a look at the start button. As you can see, it's completely new. We've got our stuff on the right hand side where we want to go. We still got our categories up here: internet, email, most recently used programs, power button here. It's all there in that drop thing, but we have this new search. So let's say we want to run FreeCell. So we type in the word free, and it searches, and it doesn't find it. That's probably because I'm using a stripped down version of Windows right now. So let's go back. Let's try to look up Notepad. Type in the word note, and we get Notepad. Back out a little bit, and as you can see, we have a bunch of other stuff. We have our favorites from Internet Explorer 7. Go hit that and open it. And from the window, as you can see, we have transparent windows automatically, which is nice. If we open up one of these, Vista Home Premium. And let's open up an Explorer window. Let's open up My Computer. It's shortened to Computer. And as you can see, it looks completely different. We've got a bunch of new stuff. We have a left-hand side, which looks a little bit like the Finder from OS X, but you know, it works for them. It can work for Microsoft. We've got the disk thing right here. You can see how much memory you're using. Your removable devices here, and if we go ahead and go into this. As you can see, there's my folders. It's all here. Organized and all of that. Got this little design thing here on the bottom that looks kind of cool. We've got shadows on the windows, as you can see. And the close, maximize, minimize buttons are new. They look pretty good. Let's have a look at Windows Update. So we'll type in the word Windows Update. And there's the program. We hit enter, and there it is. So we'll go ahead and check for updates. Let's go and open up the control panel while we're here. Here is the control panel. It looks a little bit different. We've got category view and we have classic view. Classic view will show all of the components all at once while we're waiting for Windows Update. As you can see, it's all here. We've got this new Windows Anytime upgrade, which is basically a tool that lets you upgrade from a lower version of Windows to a higher version. So what you would want to do is go from Home Premium up to Ultimate, which would be good. I don't know how many people did this, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know how many people did this. I don't think it's very convenient at all. But we'll go ahead and say choose Ultimate. We'll close Windows Update for now. It doesn't want to work. Comparison matrix. That's another thing. This little live preview. You can mouse over your over any window, and you'll see that it shows you a preview of what's going on. Let's open up another window. Let's open up My Computer again. We've got this new arrow flip, which is really more of a gimmick, but it looked kind of cool. Basically, you can scroll with the mouse and select whatever window you want. It's okay. It's never actually useful, so. And although Windows Vista was not appreciated by many people when it first came out, after the first couple of service packs, it really became a lot more stable. But it was still pretty bad, and Microsoft knew what the problems were with it, and they were going to fix it in their next operating system, which would be Windows.